In the last chapters, we have seen that Shah Jahan's illness triggered a civil war. But after Dara's victory over the eldest prince, Shuja, it seemed the crisis was tilting in the favor of Dara. In this chapter, we will see if this really was the case.
The closure to the story of Aurangzeb and Dara Shukoh is now just 2 months away. What should we work on next? You have a chance to choose. Should we continue with the postmodern history? Should we tell the tales from the Sangam literature from the ancient South India? Or do you want us to speak more on the philosophy of India, Mahabharata, or literature of India? Fill out the survey and we will start work on it.
A month had passed, and yet there was no action in the West. Jaswant Singh was carefree and confident that the might of imperial authority would suffice to deter Murad. But in early April, his spy came with unexpected news.
I was told that you bring a very grave and ill report.
Yes, my king.
What could possibly go wrong now? The Emperor's forces have defeated Prince Shuja in the east, who is now running for his life, and here too. Murad is approaching Kachro just as expected. So what is so urgent that could not wait till the daybreak?
Murad was indeed only 60 kilometers away from here, Maharaj, when we last briefed you.
Yes, and we stand ready for him.
But now he has turned south towards Dharmat.
He must already be fleeing.
No, king, he is not. We were assuming Aurangzeb would not play a part this soon. We had planned to take care of him after Murad. But now, Aurangzeb too has arrived near Dharmat and joined Murad.
What?
Yes, it appears that the two princes have joined forces and now their numbers exceed ours.
But Aurangzeb had not even crossed the Narmada.
No, master. Somehow he had crossed the river long ago without getting detected. It appears that he and Murad had been coordinating their advances all this time. And when they sensed our presence at Kachroth, Murad's route was adjusted to meet Aurangzeb. They are now only a day's march away from us. What should we do, Maharaj? Maharaj!
Jaswant Singh was completely taken by surprise. Now he had to leave his well-secured and well-prepared position in Kachrod and rush his troops to Dharmat to intercept the rebel princes lest they advance straight for the capital. Jaswant Singh was not prepared for a battle. He was an able diplomat with expertise in political negotiations. But to take up arms against two sons of the emperor seemed beyond his prowess. Panicked, yet dutiful to his emperor, he sent a letter to Aurangzeb.
I do not want to fight and have no audacity to show power to your highness. My wish is to visit and serve you. If you pardon me and give up your project of a fight, I shall come and wait on you.
As I have already made clear, I cannot afford a delay. If you mean what you say, leave your army and come alone to me and secure your pardon.
Aurangzeb was demanding a surrender. But as a Rajput, surrender was out of the question for Jaswant Singh. With whatever skills and arms he had, he prepared to challenge the combined forces of the two princes. Jaswant Singh's army was prepared primarily for a show of strength and not for a battle. It was composed of diverse Rajput and Muslim soldiers who were not trained together and were not used to coordinating with each other. Nevertheless, the battle began with the brave Rajput riders charging with all their speed. That was how they had dodged the slow and inaccurate artillery in India so far. But learning from his experience in Kandahar, Aurangzeb had hired European gunners to operate his cannons that shot quickly and with deadly precision. Additionally, Aurangzeb had bribed many of the Muslim generals to join him, convincing them that he was a champion of Islam against the heretical Dara and offering rewards for switching sides during the battle. 6,000 Rajputs fell on that day alone. At Dharmat, Dara lost. Murad and Aurangzeb were now marching straight for Agra, with no other opposition blocking their way. Getting the news of this defeat, Dara started to gather another army. Vassal states close to Agra were approached to provide troops. But Aurangzeb, who had been preparing for this moment for years, had already bribed or convinced many of their kings to side with him. Still, Dara managed to gather a gigantic militia force of 50,000 made up mainly of untrained civilians. Victorious Suleiman, who had pursued Shuja far into the east, was also ordered to abandon his chase and return to Agra as soon as possible.
Dara, think again. You can securely stay within the walls of Agra and wait for Suleiman to reinforce you.
I understand, Father. But the rebel troops will be exhausted after the long march from south. I still think it would be most opportune to restrict them at the Chambal River and vanquish them there and then.
I wish I could accompany you. I pray that God be with you in my stead.
He will be, Father. He always is.
When this army marched out from Agra to defend the crossings of the Chambal River, Niccolo Manucci, a young Italian servant of Dara's, exclaimed,
"A marvelous thing it was to see the troopers marching over the ice and throes of valleys, like the waves of a stormy sea."
A daunting force was now approaching the doors of the Mughal capital. Will the inexperienced yet well-provided Dara Shukoh be able to defeat the recently exhausted but victorious army of Aurangzeb and Murad? Will Suleiman be able to assist Dara in the nick of time? All these questions will be answered in our next episode of Aurangzeb and Dara Shukoh.